Colonel Douglas Macgregor. Should Mrs. Pelosi go to Taiwan?
No.
Never thought I'd be asking you that.
No,
why the hell does she want to go?
Well, look, this is a larger insanity. No one really knows very much about China, let alone Taiwan in the United States. And they've created this illusion that China is armed to the teeth and can't wait to invade Taiwan, which is not really true. There are two major political parties on the ground in Taiwan. One of those parties is pro-Japanese and pro-Western. The other party is the old KMT party of Chiang Kai-shek, and they would like to reunify with China. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The party that's currently governing only won election by a few points, which means you could have another election in a few years. The KMT comes in and votes to join China. Now, does that sound like you're in a hostile environment, a hair trigger war? Of course not. So
I don't expect you to get into Mrs. Pelosi's head. Nobody can really do that. But if she does go, what will the Chinese do? They're not going to arrest her and restrain her.
The Chinese aren't going to take any direct action. What the Chinese are looking for are the following things. Is she going to pledge some sort of alliance to Taiwan? Will the government that currently rules in Taiwan forge an alliance with us? In other words, will there be some public statement that says, we are going to ally together? We are going to be allies in the future. Number two, is there any provision under this alliance that will be announced that would involve U.S. forces of any kind on the ground in Taiwan? Those two things. If either of those things are mentioned, then I would say an eventual collision is probably unavoidable, because the Chinese regard Taiwan as the unsinkable aircraft carrier used by the Imperial Japanese Armed Forces to invade China. Without Taiwan, the Japanese would have been in serious trouble trying to move equipment and forces into that enormous country. And they'll see it the same way that we saw Cuba in the Cuban Missile Crisis. The difference is, unlike us, they'll go in, because they'll say, no matter what it costs, we cannot afford to have this ticking time bomb on our border.